Hi, I'm Claire from Plantpassion, and today I'm going to show you about pricking out seedlings. It's the beginning of May and at this time of the year we've got a lot of seeds that have been germinated that we need to get pricked out into module trays so that they will grow on healthily to go out onto the field in 3 weeks' time when we get our definite last frost date. It's been really hot here the last few days, but I know from experience that we can experience frosts towards the end of May here in Surrey. We want to make sure that our seedlings are pricked out as quickly as possible so that the plants don't get checked. So we sow in these little seedling trays, and then we prick out into modules because we don't have enough room here at the farm to sow them all into these size trays. So I've got a few here that I'm going to show you how I'm going to prick them out. What we do want to do is to make sure that we get to them before they get to the point like this one where they're already growing through the bottom of the seed tray. We left these too long. They might be okay, they're marigolds calendula, but a lot of things won't like it if they've got to that stage. So we use a mixture of composts, peat-free composts. We use Silver Grow, and we use a green waste compost, and we make sure that we sieve it because then we don't get air pockets. When we've filled the tray, again, we need to tap it down to make sure that there are no air pockets. Because if we've got pockets of air next to the roots of the seedlings, then the seedlings might dry out. So we want to get to the seedlings at the stage when they have one single root and they're just starting to make side roots. This is probably a couple of days over. And what we do is we make sure we hold them by the leaves. We don't hold them by the stems because they're very delicate. We make a slight hole in the seed tray, a label, a pencil, or a chopstick's very good for doing that, and make sure all the root goes in, and then press down the compost so that that's all in contact with the root, so that when it gets watered there aren't any air pockets. So pick them up by the leaves, make the hole, and then make sure you press it all down. We'll now make sure these get well watered and put in our greenhouses for the next couple of weeks to the point where they've got a really nice root system, which means they're a strong plant and ready to go out on the field. And here's one I did earlier. So these have now been pricked out for 4 weeks, and they now have a lovely root system and are ready to go out on the field.